Kung Pao shrimp is a traditional Chinese stir-fry dish, a spin-off from Kung Pao chicken, the original Kung Pao, how it is prepared. So what really Kung Pao is? It is a cooking method that involves stir-frying with dry chilies with a savory, sweet, and acidic taste. There are endless versions reinterpreted outside China to suit the local taste. The authentic version uses plenty of Szechuan peppercorns, chilies, scallions, and peanuts. In these videos, I will use a moderate amount of Szechuan peppercorns, dry chilies, and add it with some bell peppers, and substitute the peanuts with cashews. Let's get into the details right in. First, get ready the shrimp. Remove the head and shell, but retain the tail for better presentation. Then remove the black string, that is the digestive tract down the back. Butterflying the shrimp by cutting them into half lengthways and flatten them out. The shrimp looks more appealing after deep frying this way. Pat dry the shrimp with a kitchen towel or a dry cloth. The shrimp will splatter in the oil when deep fried if it is too wet. Season with some salt and some ground white pepper. Coat the shrimp with egg white, followed by adding cornstarch sufficiently until the shrimp start to stick together. The egg white and cornstarch is the classic coating for deep frying in Chinese cuisine. They protect the shrimp from the direct heat of the oil and form a juicy internal with a crispy crust on the surface. After coating the shrimp with egg white and cornstarch, place it in hot oil in batches. I deep fry the shrimp in small batches and therefore require less oil to finish all the shrimp. Once you add the shrimp into the wok, stir and loosen the shrimp from each other. Stirring also helps to prevent them from sticking to the wok. Once the shrimp start to turn from opaque to light pink, remove them and place them on a wire mesh strainer to drain the oil. Repeat to finish deep frying all the batches of shrimp. That's how it looks like after deep frying and drained in a wire mesh strainer. Now we move on to prepare the vegetables and the spices. Cut the onion into half-inch chunks. Coarsely chop the garlic. Get ready a few thin slices of ginger. Cut the scallion crosswise into half to divide the green and the white section. Use the white section as the aromatic, while keeping the green section and reserve it to add to the wok at the later stage. Traditionally, use the dry chilies abundantly. However, the actual amount depends on the hotness that you want. You can remove the seeds by cutting them lengthwise, then soak in water to soften them before adding them to the wok. The traditional recipe does not include many vegetables. I add some bell peppers in this recipe to make it more colorful and visually appealing. We also need the Kung Pao sauce, which is savory, sweet, and slightly acidic. Some dark soy sauce for the color. Light soy sauce, which is the primary ingredient for the savory taste. Vinegar. It's best to use the Chinese black vinegar. A bit of sugar to balance the acidic taste. Shaoxing wine. Some ground white pepper. And lastly, sesame oil. It's better to combine all these ingredients in advance rather than adding them one by one during stir-fry time. Once we got everything ready, we can start to stir-fry. Heat some oil in a clean wok and then add the Szechuan peppercorn and toast it over low heat for about 1 to 2 minutes to release the flavor. After that, discard the peppercorns. Saute the garlic, ginger, and the white section of the scallion with the oil that has flavored by the peppercorns. Add the dried chili. After they turn aromatic, add the onion into the wok and stir fry slightly until it becomes translucent. Then add the bell peppers and stir fry over medium heat for about another half a minute. Now add the Kung Pao sauce that we have already prepared and then give it a good mix. Mix 2 teaspoons of cornstarch with 2 tablespoons of water to form a slurry and add the slurry bit by bit to thicken the sauce. You may not need to use all the slurry. Stop adding when the sauce has thickened and no longer runny. Return the deep fried shrimp to the wok. And finally, include the green section of the scallion, followed by the toasted cashew nuts. Finish off by stir-frying over high heat for a few seconds and dish out. That's the Kung Pao shrimp. Spicy, savory, with a little bit of tongue-numbing feeling. Enjoy! That's how I prepare the Kung Pao shrimp, and I hope you like this recipe. If you want to get the recipe, I've included it in the description right below the video. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button and give me a like. I'll see you again in some other similar video very soon in the future, and bye for now.